So let's have a look now at the components of some of the AutoCAD electrical dialog boxes. For working file purposes, I'm still in Demo 07 project, and I've stuck with Demo 02.dwg, so that's the drawing I've got open. What I'm going to do is zoom into this space here, over on the right. There's a nice bit of clear space there, just about there, that'll do. There's a nice gap there. What I'm going to do is show you how to utilize one of the AutoCAD electrical dialog boxes. So let's say, for example, we want to insert a connector into this schematic drawing. So we go to the schematic tab on the ribbon. We then go to the Insert Components panel here, and it's this flyout menu here, Insert Connector. And there's our dialog box. So what we've got to do now is work through the content of the dialog box. Now this is very much like any other AutoCAD dialog box. The only difference is that we're inserting a specific AutoCAD electrical component into a schematic drawing. So the content of the dialog box is relative to what we're trying to do, which in this case, as it says at the top of the dialog box, is insert a connector. I'm working with the JIC American standards in this drawing, so that means that I'm using imperial inches. So the pin spacing is 0.75, 3/4 of an inch, and I've got a pin count there of 4. I'm going to insert all of the pins, and what I can do here is either have a fixed spacing or I can specify my pin spacing at wire crossings. So what that means is if I just move this dialog box across, where these wires are crossing here, if I wanted to insert a connector across those 3 wires, I'd set the pin count to 3 and then select at wire crossing like that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to set fixed spacing, and then here, notice I've got the opportunity to flip which side the numbered pins go. So there's all these tools here available to me, and you'll find this in a lot of the dialog boxes in AutoCAD Electrical, because a lot of the content like connectors, PLCs, things like that are all automated to allow you just to insert the data. When you're happy with it, click on Insert, goes in like so. Now you might get this funny graphical thing going on. You don't need to worry about that. It's just a graphics card thing. Once you've inserted the connector, you'll notice it goes away, and then all I've got to do is go down to the command line here and just type regen. It does happen sometimes. It's not a problem with your machine at all. Don't worry, it's just your graphics card keeping up with that particular graphic. So as soon as I regen, it all goes. It's a fairly common thing with AutoCAD generally. Sometimes the graphics card doesn't keep up. AutoCAD is a complex product, so it's making your computer work quite hard. And in that case it was, because it was performing a parametric exercise to bring that connector into the drawing from that information that you'd put in the dialog box. So as you can see there, my connector is now in the drawing. If I zoom in, you can see that it's numbered it, put the pins in there for me. What it's done there, it's adopted the next connector number available in the database, which in this case is PJ220, and it's given me my 4 pins, which are spaced at 3/4 of an inch between each pin. So you can see how that dialog box works. You insert the information, job done, connector is now in the drawing, ready to be worked with in AutoCAD Electrical.